your challenge. Okay, can you see that okay? All right, so what I like to do is get the angles first, and I do think that his head goes a little bit this way, not the other way. You see how the crown is like
straight.
right there?
Yeah, it's tilted.
And I overdid it there, but you get the point, right? But I try and get my boundary, and draw it as many times as you need to. That's going to be the northern boundary. You got the southern boundary down here. Then we have our eastern boundary, or western boundary, which is his toe. If we had to do another one, it would just be his knee, roughly, because that's the next thing that sticks out. Then when we do the eastern boundary, we'll just say it's his backside in the chair.
Right, yeah.
Okay, now I just put those marks there, but now we want to figure out where the halfway point is, and usually that's going to be the iliac crest or the pelvis, because I can usually very quickly.
So that's like,
We're trying to talk.
I'm trying to paint. Talk louder.
that's where you got that mark from, or that angle from.
Yeah, we'll come down.
I'm correct.
I know, it's just
My
like one of
miss.
those movies where you're like, hey, you're
Can I tilt that? Can I go ahead and tilt this?
tilt.
You said the head is
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
Oh.
Just took my
Oh,
line,
this
'cause
is
I'm
the
a layer.
layer. I'm dumb. Well,
You can just ditch that layer.
so you're saying it does like that?
Yeah, that probably works.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of works. Right, but then I want to divide his body in half, or kind of get these points. That's why I'm drawing this piece very loosely, what would represent the pelvis, because then I've got the idea of this body structure and this body structure. I can kind of see what I've got to work with.
Till it's broken up into like two parts. Okay.
Yeah, because if you start doing this and work your way down, that's where I always end up running out of space. But if I know already that by the midway I should be a certain way. So here's where it goes really quickly. I can pull this down, take that back over, make like an overall shape here. This will be the line in between here and here. And then I can just kind of arch it down. That's already telling me a little bit about what I need to know. There's not a lot of negative space, so I'm just going to draw.
Right there.
Huh?
That's the negative
Okay,
space you're
but
talking
no,
about.
I'm talking about this up here.
Oh.
So there's not a lot of negative space right here. So I'm just plumping out his Popeye arms to see what I have room-wise to go. And you notice I'll just drag the pencil a whole lot. Then I can fluff this out a little bit. That was too much. And then this is the negative space I think that you saw, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So sorry to have to redraw it so much. Then his ball and socket is here. So we've got that. And then it's a straight drop down into that and then folding into his legs. So we can end up. And the shoulder is right above the leg, right? So here's the leg, so I went above, and then that can dip down. Then we know we have the leg going down to the knee, which I already proposed it was there. Then this also come down, you see what I mean? And we've got it filled in. Now, that was a little heavy-handed. I want to move it so I can be closer to it. But
What's been going on there?
yeah, did you just get rid of that
Closing
layer?
them out. Yeah.
I was just gonna do like that,
Oh, yeah.
With the red.
so I can still see, where you put placements at, but use it as a
My
guide.
intent.
I'm done, though, but do you get what I mean about breaking it in half?
Supposedly interested in
Because
helping
you can find key points, but when you find the boundaries, you'll never go out of those boundaries because you've already indicated where you are. So you're telling your brain, I'm definitely not going any further because it's not going to work in composition. And so you catch yourself before you get to the end, before you get into it. And these serve as like stepping stones or checkpoints because you could, by the time I got that in and then started drawing that, I could already tell if this torso was too long. And then I could just move that up before I spend all that time drawing down here. Yeah, because it ain't going to work anyway, right? Or this could look good, but I realize I'm too tight here and I needed more space. Well, I'm not my boundaries
Oh,
are
you-
uncompromisable. I can't push it down any further because I'll go off the paper for sure.
Ryan's 40, so I was
So,
gauging it.
but you find out quicker,
y'all-
so you spend less
you
time
being
in
between the two
exercises
boys.
because I wouldn't have to do a whole drawing to realize you can't stay
I
on
know it's a
paper.
little older than mine.
You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely had that
Yeah.
problem before.
But
It's a summer
this,
birthday,
you know,
Hmm?
once we get past this modeling with the muscles and stuff, we really want to start challenging it into some kind of work or series or
Ryan's
something,
in
you know,
November.
because
Aaron had the
this
garden,
is a good
or
practice
Tammy
to
had the
keep
garden
at all
there in
times, but
July.
when you get some downtime, I guess, because you know your schedule, so
So
maybe it'd be like when you rotate, or when you get a little time off,
cried.
get like a little vacation, maybe
Don't
work
send
on
me
like a
home.
piece, just kind of set them in the back, or have a real piece that you, on your day off, you're like, I'll spend 30 minutes on a piece, and it might take you 2 years to get 5 pieces, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But like you just pecking away at
Yeah.
it so that
Wrong
you're
way.
getting excited and building. How long you been working on that one, Linda?
I don't even
Oh.
like.
She lost count.
Yeah.
She hasn't had time since March, I think, of last year.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
I was like
I took
that
a lot
with
of
my
breaks.
peacock.
I took a lot of
A lot.